Hey, how's it going, guys? Captain Kuba here, and welcome to another reaction video. And yes, I know, you don't like reaction videos as much as you do God of War theories or lore videos. I agree with you, I prefer to do those videos as well. They take a lot more time, but the end result is much better. Reaction videos are more of a thing that I just get to relax and enjoy something from the community, right? And also because sometimes I feel the need to boost a smaller YouTuber that not a lot of people recognize, right? And I think they need some help. So I use my the power of my audience and just give them a boost because I really do think they're underrated. The YouTuber in question today is Midgard Chronicler. This guy, he's a small God of War YouTuber, but he's honestly super underrated. He is like the Ghost of Sparta of God of War YouTubers. His underrated levels are out of this world, right? And I'm hoping to change that with today's video. The video he did today sounds really funny, and I think it's about me, like related kind of to me, because I saw his tweet about Kratos' nipple on Twitter, and I shared it. I shared like a quick theory, like a joking theory, and I said, you better do a video on it, right? And then apparently he did. This is gonna be good, guys. So look, you can see it for yourself. Wait until the reaction's over. Just watch his video and then do the right thing and subscribe, because his channel is really good. Now, my dad always tells me not to boost up the competition, because they're essentially, yeah, my competition. Like, I shouldn't promote other God of War YouTubers. But, and he's right, this is going to be my undoing in the end. People are going to end up going to other YouTubers and stuff. But in my opinion, that's kind of fine, because to quote Suze, my bad business practices, I do them for the God of War community. Of course, that's not what Sue says.
Why do you aid me now?
What I do now, I do for the good of all Olympus.
Because I really do think God of War YouTubers and God of War influencers play a small part in the success of the series. Of course, I don't think it's big. I'm not putting myself on a pedestal on other YouTubers. It's not that. I really do think Santa Monica does 99% of the work. Okay, they do an amazing game. They tell an amazing story. They put in all the hard work, right? And God of War YouTubers have that 1% where we're just like hyping people up to play the game. We're like, hey, here you go. This game is actually good. You better play it, right? We use our personality and just spread the game to other people, right? And I'm only saying this because I see comments all the time on my channel. Hey, man, you made me want to play the game. You made me want to get into the God of War series. And that's good. Whenever I see that, that's awesome, because that's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to share the God of War love. What the God of War series did to me in my childhood, I want to, share it with other people, right? But I can't do it by myself. Of course, there's John Ford, there's GBG, but we need more people here on YouTube that make God of War videos. That would be awesome, and I really do hope Midgard Chronicler is one of them eventually. His videos are super underrated, man. But you know what? This is a rambling at this point. Let's just start with the video, okay? All right. So here we go.
It started with a
Why can't I move my fucking mouse?
harmless little joke pointing out the funny
Yeah, I knew it was about the
little
tweet.
silly thing with the design of Kratos. In some games, his left nipple is red, covered by his tattoo, and in some, it is ash white from the curse Kratos is destined to carry forever. Some joined in on the fun, some took it way too serious.
Stupid, bro. It's normal for them to change red and white, so why? Why is this a thing? I can't believe people actually got mad. I'm pretty sure, was it April? Yeah, I think, no, it wasn't April 1st, April 20th. Oh, it was for the God of War anniversary, maybe, when he uploaded not uploaded like him, when he tweeted the whole nipple thing. I thought it was like in April 1st, but I was wrong.
Seriously, everything was going normally, but then Captain Kuba, the god of the God of War community, has graced the post with a reply. As he does, he had already found seeds for a theory only his brilliant mind could conjure.
Guys, how could you not get this? This obviously tells us that all the games in the series take place in a different timeline. The nipple has been a clue all along. I'm just glad this tweet doesn't have a typo here. Honestly, Midgard Chronicler might have fixed it, because I'm not the king of God of War, man. I am the king of typos. In every tweet, in every message, there's a typo that I just don't see. So I'm glad I didn't mess up here.
Shocked, honored, but keeping my cool, I replied. A joke to a joke. Until a task A god commanded me, and who am I to refuse?
I am no coward.
Where does he get these pictures of me? Oh my god, this guy, dude. Okay, I don't know where he got that
It
picture.
was my duty, my honor, to get to the truth. Welcome to another page of the Midgard Chronicle, a page in which I did find the
I
truth.
might sneeze.
Let's bring attention to the colors at hand here, red and white. Red is naturally blood, pain, anger, war. It is the color of Kratos' tattoos, a constant reminder of his brother, the one he failed to save, sending
Man, he
him
is
to
going
a
deep
ruthless
into this.
pass until he went too far. White, on the other hand, is innocence, purity, but also hope, something all of you know is integral to the character of Kratos. Together, they make up Kratos, the ash and tattoos, hope, and anger. Let's take a look at what games have red nipple Kratos, and which the white. Notice how the white nipple ones are the ones in which Kratos is most hopeful.
Hold on, is he actually like making a serious video out of this? I'm surprised, honestly. I thought it was gonna be mostly like a meme, a jokey video, but he's going deep into this, and I think that speaks to the fact of what makes theories interesting. I'll talk about that at the end. I'm gonna be giving my my KFC secret, my spice recipe at the end of what makes a good God of War theory. Anyway.
The hope to remember and find himself, the literal power of hope, and the hope to go beyond past mistakes and make sure his son doesn't follow his path. On the contrary, the ones with the red nipple represent anger and lack of hope. A Kratos who's angry at being the servant of the gods, angry at not being able to stay with his daughter. The Kratos on the brink who's literally lost hope and is ready to end it all. And the Kratos full of anger, rejected by the gods, betrayed by Zeus, and out for revenge. Also, what does the left nipple hide? The heart. And, in a way, the color of the nipple reflects where Kratos' heart was in that specific game. So, is this it? Is the nipple color really just a metaphor for the level of hope Kratos has? Or perhaps just a design decision by the developers because painting a nipple red doesn't really make sense? Of course it isn't. This is just the tip of the iceberg. We have to go deeper, and fortunately, the gods have graced us with the means to start digging. The key word that stands out in this message is, of course, timelines. However, God always gives his hardest battles to his toughest soldiers.
Oh my god, it was a joke, dude. It was a joke. He's making a theory out of a joke tweet. Oh my god, this is gonna be good. We're only like 3 minutes in, and this is already like one of the greatest God of War theories I've ever watched.
And he tried to put me off the scent by suggesting every game is taking place in a different timeline, when that's clearly not the case. But fear not, I am a tough soldier, and I have pieced it all together. If we put the images chronologically, there is a clear line when red nipple becomes white, specifically in between the events of God of War 2 and 3. And what happens between God of War 2 and 3? The time travel and timeline situation. Now things are really coming together. There is a popular hypothesis going around that the events of God of War 2 create a loop. Kratos dies, is revived by the Titans, kills the Fates, and comes back to take revenge on Zeus, while he is killing Kratos, and the cycle repeats. However, there is a critical detail that destroys this logic: Zeus destroying the Spartan army. When Kratos starts fighting with Zeus, he inadvertently changes the timeline, preventing his father from killing the army. Because of that, a critical point in Kratos' journey to the Fates, specifically his encounter with the last Spartan, and the realization that Sparta has been destroyed, is now gone.
He is going deep into this, man. Oh my god. Chronicler, I did not expect you to go like this deep into this video.
Why is this part significant? Because this is the point at which Kratos practically gives up before being remotivated by Gaia.
Take within you this fire that burned your beloved Sparta. Let it fuel your rage and hasten your steps towards destiny.
Unlocking his pure, true rage, the rage that will cause him to destroy all the gods and wreak havoc on Olympus. Without the low of finding out of Sparta's destruction, Kratos would not have gone to the extremes of the rage he had and learned his lesson. That Kratos, the one who ultimately found hope at the height of his rage, is the white nipple Kratos. Even though his nipple was already white at the start of God of War 3, his journey towards finding hope had already started, reflected in his nipple. But what happens to the other Kratos? The one who's never found out that Sparta was destroyed, the Kratos that didn't go to the lows that he did, as a result of which he never went to the extreme rage that drove him to kill all of Olympus. Would that Kratos find the hope he needed to find salvation? Without the rage, would he even be able to defeat the Fates, let alone face Zeus and bring the destruction of Olympus? Now that
is an interesting question.
See, for a time, what we're dealing with here is not multiple timelines, but two Kratoses, Kratosi, being in one timeline at the same time. One quote-unquote regular one that we follow, and the alternate one. A new timeline manifests itself when the new alternative Kratos travels back to confront Zeus. He is still extremely angry, but without knowing that his army is dead and his city destroyed. Does he have that edge to beat his father? I'm not sure. But what I do know for sure is that whether Kratos loses and is sent to Hades, or it plays out properly and he beats Zeus and kills Athena, I know one thing: that extreme rage that clouded his judgment is not there. And that makes all the difference. While the original Kratos travels back to get the Titans and start a war, this new one could make a more level-headed decision. He has the power to travel back in time anywhere. Now here comes the mind-blowing part. You may notice that my theory has one gaping flaw so far.
It started off with
Kratos'
white.
nipple is white in God of War Ascension. But what if this Kratos is not the one that we think?
Oh my god, is he gonna say that God of War Ascension's Kratos is one that traveled back in time, creating the loop?
What if this Kratos is the alternate one?
Oh my god, he is!
Who didn't have that extreme rage, the one who thought more clearly. What if this is the Kratos who, instead of traveling back to the times of the Great War, traveled back to the night his family died to save them? And in realizing he can save his wife and daughter, he found that hope, turning his nipple from red to white. But fate is a cruel thing, and some things cannot be undone. To save his family, he needs to save them from himself, a younger, more bitter self. He cannot kill him because he himself would die. This cutscene from God of War 2 shows what happens to current Kratos if a past Kratos dies. And so he fails, his family dying all the same. The Furies take hold of him, plague his mind, wipe his memory, and this is the Kratos we find at the start of Ascension. Lost, confused, but still powerful and angry, but not to the extremes of the original. But most importantly, his nipple white, because of the hope he had forgotten, but not lost. The hope that will help him find the truth. The Ascension Kratos is not the same one we see in every other game because he is from an alternate timeline created by the original. I am glad a simple joke led me to finding out the truth. A simple gesture led me to a secret Santa Monica had been hiding from us for years. Captain, I'm truly grateful you encouraged me to go to this journey of discovery. Who knew the inconsistency of Kratos' nipple color would uncover the secret behind the alternate timelines within the God of War universe? As a mere mortal who had served his purpose, until the gods call upon me again to discover what else lies out there, I thank you for watching.
Oh my god. Look, if people call me and John like the Vati video of the God of War community, we have to call the Midgard Chronicler the Mad Pat of the God of War community. Cause let me go to Big Face. There we go. Because I know Midgard Chronicler doesn't believe that theory. I know he doesn't, right? But even he convinced me, okay? He convinced me. He fixed the problem of the other Kratos. So this is a question... this is a question many people ask about God of War 2. What happened to the other Kratos? To me, it never made sense. I hate time travel. The whole, like, loop thing doesn't work. Like, that Kratos has to go somewhere. He's not completely dead yet. Of course, you know, if we let the time pass, like Gaia's gonna revive him and all that, but it doesn't make sense because Gaia, it doesn't. I hate time travel, but anyway, his theory is that Kratos who was stabbed there, the more hopeful one, what he did is he went back in time and created the loop of God of War Ascension. That is interesting. That is super cool. And I know Midgard Chronicler doesn't believe that theory. I don't believe it either, but I find it impressive. That's one way of making good theories on YouTube. It's finding something. Turned off my ball fan. It's finding some inconsistency in the game and just being creative and making a theory about it. What people do a lot of times is when they send me messages on Instagram or Twitter, it's not really a God of War theory, but more of a God of War fan fiction, which those are fine, but they're not theories. We have to call them for what they are, right? And a theory is more when you find an inconsistency and you start with the presupposition that there has to be an answer to this. You know there's not, right? But you just put your creative mind to it and come with a solution for it. That's what Midgard Chronicler did. That is a solid God of War theory right there. That's amazing, dude. I don't know if I said this, but go and freaking subscribe to this guy. This guy is so underrated. Like, I love his videos. I really do. And it's not just because I got mentioned in them. Let's see. He's made a couple more. What will God of War Ragnarok post-game be like? That one was really good. I think the first video I saw of him was God of War TV series full cast announced.
Hi, I'm Corey Barlog, Director of Prime in the near future. Let's take a look. First, of course, is Kratos, who will be played by Jason Statham.
You get it. Like this guy is super funny and his editing is amazing, dude. I wish I would have started like he did. He's got a future here, and I'm gonna help him, even though it means the death of my channel. But it's okay. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys subscribe to him. He's so underrated. It is unbelievable, man. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys later. I will say that my next video is not a God of War theory as well. I'm finally going to be uploading my kind of God of War 2018 review-ish. It's only going to be about the combat because I wanted to upload that so under the mayo could watch it, so then we could have our discussion, right? So I'm going to be uploading this Sunday. So I hope you guys like it. And yeah, until then, remember, go forth in the name of Ragnarok.